Germany. 10 of the most historic places in Germany. 1. Brandenburg Gate. The Brandenburg Gate is one of the most recognizable symbols of Germany. Built in the late 18th century, the large gate has witnessed some of Europe's greatest historical events. During the Cold War, it stood close to the Berlin Wall and became a symbol of the division between East and West Germany. When the wall fell in 1989, the Brandenburg Gate became a symbol of freedom and the reunification of Germany. Today, millions of people visit the site every year to experience an important part of Europe's modern history. 2. Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall divided Berlin from 1961 to 1989 and became one of the most powerful symbols of the Cold War. The wall separated families, friends, and entire communities for almost 30 years. Many people tried to escape over the wall, and several lost their lives in the attempts to escape. When the wall fell in November 1989, it changed not only Germany, but the entire world. Remains of the wall still stand as a reminder of the fight for freedom. 3. Neuschwanstein Castle. Neuschwanstein Castle is one of the world's most famous castles and almost looks like something out of a fairy tale. The castle was built by King Ludwig II in the 19th century and later inspired several castles in Disney films. It is beautifully surrounded by mountains and forests in Bavaria and attracts millions of tourists every year. Although the castle seems romantic and peaceful, it also hides stories of loneliness, mystery, and King Ludwig's strange life. 4. Cologne Cathedral. Cologne Cathedral is one of Europe's largest and most impressive churches. Construction began in the Middle Ages and took several hundred years to complete. The church survived large parts of World War II, although the city around it was heavily bombed. Today, the cathedral is an important religious and historical symbol in Germany and is visited by millions of people every year. 5. Reichstag Building. The Reichstag Building is the home of the German parliament and one of the most important political sites in the country. The building became famous worldwide after the Great Fire of 1933, which played a major role in the rise of Nazi Germany. After the reunification of Germany, the building was restored and given the famous glass dome, which symbolizes democracy and openness. The place tells the story of both Germany's darkest times and the country's modern democracy. 6. Auschwitz Memorial. Although Auschwitz is located in Poland today, the site is strongly associated with the history of Nazi Germany during World War II. The concentration camp became a symbol of the Holocaust and the millions of people who lost their lives. Today, the site serves as a museum and memorial, where visitors from all over the world come to learn about one of history's greatest tragedies and remember the victims. 7. Checkpoint Charlie. Checkpoint Charlie was one of the most famous border crossings between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. Soldiers, spies, and diplomats passed through the site as the world feared conflict between the superpowers. Today, the area is a large historical memorial site that tells the story of the Berlin Wall and life in divided Germany. 8. Nuremberg Castle. Nuremberg Castle is one of Germany's most important medieval castles. The city of Nuremberg played a major role in the Holy Roman Empire and later became known for the Nuremberg trials after World War II, where Nazi leaders were put on trial. The castle and the city are therefore closely connected to both medieval history and modern world history. 9. Sanssouci Palace. Sanssouci Palace was built as a summer palace for Frederick the Great in the 18th century. The castle is known for its beautiful architecture, large gardens, and importance for the history of Prussia. It symbolizes a period when Prussia grew into one of Europe's strongest powers and had a great influence on the development of Germany. 10. Wartburg Castle. Wartburg Castle is one of Germany's oldest and most historic castles. It is especially known because Martin Luther stayed here and translated the New Testament into German. The castle was therefore of great importance for the Reformation and the development of the German language and culture. Today it stands as an important symbol of both religion and national history.